Hello, good morning, top of the AM. Good morning. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. I hope you all are having an amazing day. First and foremost, I want to do a mental health check-in. How are you doing? I know you guys been eating all this Thanksgiving food. I hope you've been doing too much leftovers and getting back in the gym, getting more mentally and physically healthy. I know you guys enjoyed the vibe with your family and friends and so forth. It's time to move on and it's time to get back focused. All right. So, first and foremost, mental health check in. If you are feeling good, however you're feeling, let's drop some love. I want to share some love. Let's drop some hearts in the comments, even for those who may not be feeling at their best, because everybody aren't at their best. So let's show some love and drop some hearts for everybody and just share some worldly love because we really need it. All right. So I want to talk to you a little bit this morning. First and foremost, I got to say, I'm very excited for the amount of support, the amount of women who tapped in and who was coming on this amazing journey with myself and some of our other business besties. 21-day accountability challenge. I wish I could bring more of, people I personally know on this journey for this 21 days because it's going to be amazing. But we can't force people to do stuff that they're just not really to commit to, right? So, 21-day accountability challenge is going to start December the 1st through December the 21st, right? We go for 21 days. Reason being, if you can stick to something for 3 weeks, you can do it for 3 months. All right. I don't want to say, studies say and psychology say really if you train your brain to do something for 3 weeks, you can train your brain will be able to really function and commit and do it for 3 months. Now this is going to be for people who are super serious about wanting to shift their mindset. And I know you guys need money. I know y'all looking for a lot of streams of income, and I know you guys are focused on the bag and bills got to get paid. This 21-day challenge really will change your life. And I want to tell you because it'll teach you how to strategically focus on the money making task that drives revenue into your business, right? You think that it's the sell, or you think that it's the post, or you think that is being a part of all of these groups on social media and so forth, but it's not, right? Based upon how your business is ran, what I'm going to ask you this question. And if you know this question, drop it in the comment. I want to ask you this question. Based upon the business that you have, what I want you to drop two, if you even know two of the money making task that goes on in your back end. What are the two main tasks that you should be doing that drives money to your business? Right. And I'm talking about go deep with this thing. I'm not talking about marketing. I'm not talking about I need more clients. I'm not talking about, I need products. I'm not talking about that, right? That's surface stuff. I'm talking about going deep with it. What is two things, money making tasks that you can do on the back end of your business that can drive you revenue if you've done it more or if you even knew what to do? That's a good question. I want to drop that question and I want you guys to answer it. The reason I'm asking it is because I know I read and I pay attention and I see what's going on. And I know that a lot of you don't know what those tasks are that drive your business to the money. You only focus on the surface. And I know this because I pay attention. So therefore, 21-day accountability challenge is perfect for you if you are that person. If you are that person, like, I don't know what I should be doing. I know I should be doing this, but I haven't done it. I'm procrastinating. Really, I'm procrastinating because I don't know where to begin. I fear starting over here and it's not going to work. It's going to take me time. So I'm just not even going to do it right now. That's because you don't know when, where, or why to start. I'm going to drop that question. I'm going to come back to it. I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes on a deeper level about procrastination and the reason that this 21-day accountability challenge is so important. For one, me coaching women for years, there's so many women like they're like, Everything is going on in people's lives. People's lives are crazy right now. People don't know if they're coming or going. They don't know where the next stream of income is coming from. They don't know if they can have a job next week. They don't know how to run some sales to the business. They don't know. Like, it's a lot going on. And women are like, we need a reset button. We need to stop and pause and say, hey, what am I really doing? I need to figure this thing out. And I said, you know what? I kind of feel I feel like I'm in the same place too. Now, for me, mentally, I'm not all over the place, but I would love to have a reset and a pause stop before jumping into 2024. Because personally, yes, I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish that I set out and I'm manifesting. I'm going to do the work and I'm going to accomplish it, right? Even some things that I wasn't able to personally do in 2023, I'm like, yeah, I need to do this too myself. I need a pause button because going into 2024, having a mindset of a 1%er such as myself and my entrepreneurs and my business owners know how our minds function. For me, it's like, okay, what is priority? What should I be doing now versus what should I focus on third quarter or second quarter or 6 months down the line? The bottom line, we can't do it all. But it is a way where we can get a lot of things done. 1 year can change your life, and I've done it before. I just want to do it again, but at an even higher scale, right? So for me personally, I'm definitely going to take on this challenge because, yeah, I'm always up for a good challenge. I need it to myself to really like say, hey, what am I going to really zoom in and focus on starting my year off? And I feel like, personally, I just had this conversation the other day. When we focus on too much, it drives our brains are trying to be in so many places that we can't focus on that one thing. So I know for me, if I'm in control of all of my income and all of my cash flow and the streams that I run, if I'm in control of all of them, I'm not going to make no money. If I'm strictly focusing on that one thing and being super repetitive and just driving and going hard on that one thing, I'm going to make a lot of money every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year. Me, the way my brain functions, if I am trying to run two, three businesses and having all of these events and doing all this travel, like if I'm trying to do too much, I'm not going to make no cash flow. Let me know if y'all can relate to that. Do you feel like if you're doing too much, you tend to not be able to be as productive? Because that's exactly what it means. Do you personally feel yourself that if you do too much, you're not really being productive? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Because for me, I know I do. And I've been having a lot of conversation around this accountability, around this procrastination. I've been catching up on my podcast. I've been having conversations with my mentor. I've been doing a lot and really just doing it to figure out my own plan for what I know where I'm going, but having a plan to really say, this is what I need to do to get there. Um, and not to change it, to keep it to where it is and really zone in and get those things done. So I would say, from a personal standpoint, let's take this thing a little bit farther deep. When it comes to the 21 day accountability challenge, a lot of the reason why, when it comes to the 21 day accountability challenge, and the reason that this is a fearful thing for some people is because they're used to being quitters. The reason that we're so comfortable being a quitter is because growing up, when we would start something and, oh, hey, it's not working out, I don't want to do it, we just didn't do it. Never knew or thought about why it wasn't working, we just didn't do it. And a lot of us as adults, we still operate with those, childhood memories or things you used to do then, and we would quit and it would be okay. I feel like as adults, when we quit, is not okay. And I feel like a lot of the reason why we do quit and be like, I'm not going to figure this out, I don't know what it takes, is because you're very uncomfortable. The reason that people quit and don't figure out what needs to be done in order to complete the task is because they begin to get uncomfortable. If you start something and you quit it and you're not able to push yourself to figure out what it takes to get done, you are beginning to be uncomfortable. You don't know what it takes. You lack the education, you lack the resources. You may think that you lack the money, but it's probably not. 80-90% of the time is not even about money. It's about education, resources, and knowledge, right? Before you even get to the money part. But we don't even have the conversation because we're so fearful and uncomfortable because we're not operating in our element. And I got to be real with y'all. Having conversation with women for so many years coaching, that is the number one reason why women start something, whether it be business, whether it be no career, whether it be a hobby, a side hustle, whatever it may be. The reason you start and quit is because you start to get uncomfortable along the way. You can't figure it out and you just let it go. You give up on it. As adults, it's time to stop giving up, right? We don't figure out what needs to be done in order for this thing to go right. So it's a big so let's set an example of like we want to start a new business, right? And we're like, oh, this business is, the person that sold you on the right, y'all know my motto is sell or be sold, right? You want to sell something to somebody or you want to be sold. That's just the bottom line. Sell or be sold. So let's say you have somebody convince you to start this business, right? I see a lot of like these mortgage lender people. It's probably like an MLM, and I see a lot of become a tax professional, whatever the case may be. I'm not against MLMs, but I'm just saying the way I see it being operating and recruiting, I kind of feel like that's the system behind it because I've been and done it years ago and I know how the model works. So let's say somebody sold you on one of those ventures. Like let's say you're the tax professional. They say, come join our business, take advantage of this opportunity. So all you see is the shiny objects that these people are sharing their lifestyle via social media. You get on a call with these people, they're talking all these amazing things. You're caught up in the moment. Life is really life and for you. And you're like, look, I need to just do this because I don't have any other choice. And then you join this business. You do what it needs to take to be a part of this company, and they teach you how to run their business model in order for you to make money, in order for them to make money on the back end, right? So you get in there and you start doing the work. You're excited. You became a part of this big company. You want to do all these amazing things, but then you start to realize that you have to actually do the work. Then you start to realize I gotta really work to hit these $10,000 months. I have to really do the work. The $10,000 month, it looks so easy. It looks so good. It's like I want it. I can taste it. I dreamed about, not being able to struggle or trying to figure out where it is to make ends meet. I want these $10,000 months, right? You start thinking all these things, right? And in a moment, on that call, when they recruit you, it feels like it's the easy thing to do. But a lot of us, once we get in there and make the commitment, you are afraid to do the work. Once you figure out and see what the work takes, you're not willing to do the work. Now you're like, oh, we really got to do the work. The work is not the fun part for some people, depending upon what you do. For me and my business, I love to coach. I love to help people. I love to be in rooms with people that are way more knowledgeable and successful than me so I could be a student and learn. I love to also teach, be in a room where I'm teaching a room full of women how to not make the mistakes I've done. Right. So for me, this is fun. And the process is fun. Not all the time, but I can enjoy this process and it's fun. It's made me a better woman along the process. But for all of you, especially if you're picking something that you're not really educated on, you don't really know, you haven't experienced it, is not going to be a fun process. Right? Even with me having fun on my process all the time, it's not fun. Like it's work. Like it's really, really a lot of work. Right? Besides, the skill is one thing. So you learning the skill and how to become a tax professional and jumping in there and helping other people do all these amazing things. That's one thing. That's easy because they want to teach you how to do that if you don't know how to do it. That's the beautiful thing about MLMs and, becoming a part of something that somebody is already doing. The skill is easy. Once you learn a skill, you're like, okay, I got it. The thing that's becoming more challenging when you have to get to the next level, and now you have to teach people what you do so they can do the same thing. And then even on a deeper perspective than that, you have to have a system on your back end to where as though you're really making money and not just out working. The actual work is the part that people shy away from. I want you guys to find something that you be able to really embrace the work. I want to ask you a question before I go. What is one thing that, no, I want to ask you this question. What is two things that you feel you need to get done by the end of December? Meaning, what is two things you can say right off top of your brain from this conversation we just had? You already know two things that you need to get done before you go into 2024, right? Right now, people are all over the place, right? People have a lot going on, everyday battles. People are like, they're stuck. They're not knowing even what direction they're going tomorrow, let alone 2024. That's why this accountability challenge is very much necessary for the everyday woman, for the woman in business, because we need direction. It's time to take a step back and it's time to really say, hey, I need to get some help to figure out what I'm doing and how I'm going to do this, right? You're not vibrating with enough dope women on a certain frequency that you can be able to embrace yourself and your fears and be like, hey, I'm going to get this done. And that is exactly what I provide, because I wouldn't have it no other way. I wish these platforms were created for me when I was coming, in the early parts of my journey, and it wasn't. And that's why it's super important for me to create it for you guys, of those of you who want it, right? 21-day accountability challenge starts December the 1st through December the 21st. All right, drop in the comments right now after we just had this amazing conversation and let me know two things that you're like, hey, I'm definitely going to get this done before 2024. I hope to see you on the other side in our private community where we're smashing goals and enjoying sisterhood. Have an amazing day.